It is a primary trainer, so this was the first aircraft that people off the street learned to fly. So back in World War II, essentially planes really hadn't transitioned into the modern day aluminum structure that we have today. So this was sort of 1930s technology, which was all wood with fabric covering the wood, which gave it the airfoil shape. And then they painted it so it was non-porous, so it actually create lift. The engine is a radial engine, which in the World War II days was standard for military aircraft. 220 horsepower. It has a wooden prop, so it flexes, so it doesn't really create a lot of power, but its job was to just create the pilot understanding the principles of flight. How does the plane feel? When you look out the front canopy here that you can see, it would actually look at a space between the horizon and the top of the fuselage, so that was straight and level. And then climb was less of a distance, descent was more of a distance. So they ingrained all those basic fundamentals of three-dimensional flight in a plane like this. Now, the instructor would sit in the front. So World War II, this was a pilot training pipeline. It was a lot less interactive, maybe touchy-feely as things are today. We have an intercom between the instructor and the pilot, and you're talking back and forth. Here, the student pilot, couldn't talk back. Well, I came from Central Florida, so my neighbor across the street also came. I think we were almost the furthest, but a friend of ours that lives down in Naples, so he's in South Florida, he came the furthest. So it took him 2 days to fly in here through all the weather. Unfortunately, there were storms on Wednesday, which came through, and people that live here would remember that. And there's forecasted storms on Sunday, so a lot of people canceled. We had 52 people originally sign up. We had 42 that were confirmed as of last week. And then we ended up with only 10 because of weather conditions, which is unfortunately, but still 10 gives you a sample. If you come out, you get to interact, see the planes. So I think it's still a good showing. Come out, interact with the pilots, see the aircraft, and then this is a fantastic museum, nothing like it in the world or the U.S., to actually experience the history of the military aircraft from the U.S. Air Force. And of course, it has a Stearman inside too, which is air conditioned, has a nice cafe. You can spend all day, it's family friendly, and most importantly, it's free.